going to talk about pure almond oil by Life-Flo. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the company, and then I'm going to talk about the product. I'm going to tell you what I think of it and what you can use it for. My name is Sharon. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you guys subscribe below and turn on notifications to get the latest updates. Okay, so let's get started. Life-Flo was founded in 1995. And they say they travel around the globe trying to find ingredients to create these products. They also say that they are innovative in their fields. They say they were one of the first to create a naturally based progesterone cream, which was an alternative to the synthetic products that they had on the market at that time. Some more information that they have is that their products are scientifically formulated. And they also try to use natural products, so none of their products have parabens in it, artificial colors, or artificial fragrances. So they do try to go the natural route, but like I said, they're scientifically formulated, so they're safe to use. They also say they use cutting-edge technology, and they manufacture their products in their state-of-the-art facility. They're also eco-friendly and cruelty-free. Their packaging that they use, they say some select products also use airless packaging. And if you've seen my some of my previous videos, you know that I hate those tubs and pots and jars. They are just like breeding grounds for bacteria. So I like the fact that they're spending a bit of extra money to use airless on some of their products. Now, Life-Flo is actually part of a larger website. You can go to life-flo.com, but at the top of that, you're going to see a banner of a handful of other companies, and they are part of a company called Collective Wellbeing that was founded by a couple in 2004. And now what they do is you can go and you can purchase products from a handful of these smaller companies such as Life-Flo, and you add it to one cart, and then you can check out at one time. So that's kind of cool. I like how they do that. Some more information, you can also purchase this from Amazon, and I know a lot of people are wary about purchasing from Amazon. I got this from Amazon, but they do work directly with Amazon, so you don't have to worry about buying fakes. These are legit products. So I told you guys a little bit about the company. I don't really have much information on their ethics or whether they give back to the community or anything like that. There's very limited information about it on their website. So I wish they explained a little bit more, but they do say that they are cruelty-free and eco-friendly. So almond oil, some of the statistics for almond oil, I'm going to give you three or four statistics. The way that it's made is it's composed of different chemical compositions, and one of them is linoleic acid, and that in almond oil is 20 to 30%, and that's going to vary batch by batch. I don't know what this particular batch is. And then you have oleic acid, which is 62 to 86%, and again that's going to vary. Now, what is best for you? I have no idea, because your skin is changing daily. So what you may need now, you might vary in the future, and probably when the seasons change, like during, for example, the dry cold winters are probably different when you have hot humid summers or rainy seasons or things like that. It might vary. So you have to figure out whether you need more linoleic or more oleic or other things such as that. I'm definitely not an expert. I'm just getting started in it. Another thing is their Comedogenic Rating. Now, if you've never heard of it, what it is oils or products or things like that are rated 0 to 5. 0 is the best, 5 is the worst. So 0 means that pretty much anybody can use this and they're not going to break out. An example of that is argan oil. Supposedly you're not going to break out if you use it. On the opposite end of the spectrum, you have 5, and that means basically anybody who uses this, such as wheat germ oil, is going to break out. Now the problem with this is the way that they test. It's fantastic. They test it on the back of rabbits' ears. I have never seen rabbits break out in pimples naturally. They just don't have the same skin that we do. So it's not a very effective method of testing. It's also, it's not cruelty-free. But if you are interested, it does rate a 2. So supposedly that means that some people might break out. But again, everybody is different, and even what works for you now might not work in the future. And this is a 100% natural product. And natural does not mean safe. There are a lot of things in nature that can harm you. You always need to be doing patch tests on the products that you use to make sure that you are not going to have any reactions to them. So let's talk about the method that they get the oil out of the almond. I have another video. This is from Now Foods or Now Solutions, and theirs is expeller pressed. This particular one is cold pressed. Now, cold pressed is I think it's the best method. It uses the lowest amount of heat. So when you use heat, you're changing the nutritional value, so to speak, even though this is supposed to be used cosmetically, of the product. So the more heat that you use, the values tend to decrease. Now, both of these are hexane free. Now, what hexane is it is a solvent that is used to get the oil out of the almond. So it's great in that aspect, but you cannot leave it in the oil. You need to take it out. It's not safe to be kept in the oil. And every almond oil I've ever gotten has always said hexane free. With that being said, if you get an almond oil, make sure it does say hexane free. I believe that most of them, if not all of them, are, but it's always good to double check. And now I want to show you guys a little comparison on the colors. I don't know if you can see. So this one is the Now one, and this is the expeller pressed one. And you can see the one that is cold pressed is like a deeper yellow, a darker yellow. Now, of course, these are 100% natural products, so there is variety batch to batch. Even if, for this one, for example, if they made a new batch, it's not necessarily going to be the same color consistency. But you can see that this is a little darker in color. This actually has 2 ingredients in it. So the first ingredient is sweet almond oil. And much to my dismay, this does not smell like sweet almonds. I think of sweet almonds as marzipan. There is another type of oil. It's called bitter almond, and it's an essential oil. So it's much smaller. It's like like the lavender tea tree essential oils, and supposedly that smells exactly like marzipan. And one of these days, when I go through all my essential oils, I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna diffuse it because I love the smell of marzipan. This also has vitamin E. So this is 99.5% sweet almond oil and 5% vitamin E, and it's an antioxidant to preserve the freshness of the oil. Vitamin E is actually not a preservative per se. What it does is, like I said, it's an antioxidant, so it is extending the shelf life. Now, the shelf life of almond oil is about a year. With that being said, how you store it is going to depend, is going to influence the shelf life. I store all my oils, carrier oils, butters, and essential oils in the refrigerator, double bagged, so none of the odors get out. And keeping it away from light is key. So you see all these people on Instagram who do shelfies. That's probably not the best, especially if it's in your bathroom. It's just exposed to humidity. So keeping light away from your oils is good. And also air. So obviously this is sealed. This is not airtight. Like I said, they do use some airless containers. This is not an airless container. And you also are going to have air in your product anyways. You've got this headspace. So this is about almost halfway done. And once the air hits the product, and there always is air in here, you're going to start it getting oxidized and changing a little bit. Now, this isn't a plastic bottle, and there's no information on here, and I've checked multiple times, about whether it's UV protectant. Like this one is, this smaller bottle is UV protectant. I'm not that worried about UV protectant. Like I said, I keep it in my refrigerator. It's not exposed to light, except now when I'm doing videos or when I'm taking it out, but I'm not keeping it out all the time. Their label, I really like. Just a little thing for me, makes me happy when I can see how much oil is left in here. And also the label on here is pretty clear, so you can actually see through here as well. What they have here is they say use 3 to 5 drops on your skin with paying particular attention to the area around your eyes. Make sure that you are careful around your eyes. It is a very delicate area. They do say that you should store it in a cool, dry place. You can also use this for massage, like a massage oil, or as a carrier oil. So what a carrier oil is it carries essential oils or some other carrier oils like sea buckthorn oil, which should be diluted, or neem oil, which are often diluted. So you can use this and you can dilute essential oils and use those topically. And I've got some links below, and you can check that out as well if you want to use them topically. So this is cold pressed and food grade. Unlike the Now one, there's no mention on here about nutritional value. This does say it's food grade. There is no nutritional information on here, like the nutritional facts or what have you, the percentage of what's in here. I personally would not use this for food, for cooking. That's just me. I don't really use a lot of oils as it is. I use this cosmetically. I use this topically. I use this to make body butter. So I'm very basic with the products that I make. I use cocoa butter, mango butter, and shea butter. Cocoa butter I use more in the summer because it's harder. So what I do is I take some water and I heat up that water in like a little bowl, and then I put my container inside, whether it's PET plastic or glass, and then I put the butter in, I melt that a little bit when it's off the heat, and then I add the oil. So I'm trying to keep the oil not heated very much at all. Going along with how I talked about plastic, this is actually a PETE, which is a good type of plastic that you should be using for oils. Ideally, glass is the best. I tend to break glass, especially, I don't know why, oils, even though I'm constantly wiping it, they tend to get very slippery. So I have I'm more likely to drop it and break it and then cry over the oil. Going along with crying over oil, I want to tell you guys the price. So this was a little less than $16, and this is actually 16 ounces, which is 473 milliliters. So 16 ounces for a little bit than $16, a little less than $16, is about $1 an ounce. Now this was about $5 for 4 ounces, so this is $1.25 an ounce. And this is also expeller pressed, so it's less nutritional value. But this is a larger container, and it costs more. $16 is more than $5. So which one you choose is going to depend on what you use it for. I do like this. I do like the fact that it's cold pressed. I am trying to move more towards cold pressed and as less heat as possible in order to get it out. So I do like this product. I want to hear from you guys, and now it's your turn. Let me know if you've ever used anything by Life-Flo. This is the second thing that I have. I also have their magnesium spray, which I also enjoyed as well. If you've ever bought anything by Life-Flo, and if you use almond oil, what you think of it and what you use it for. Make sure to leave a comment below. Please like this video and give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to get the latest updates. I'll see you guys later.